Welcome to our geography class. In our syllabus contain 9 lessons: field visit, location and extent, physiography and drainage, climate, natural vegetation and wildlife, population, human settlement, economy and occupation, and last lesson is tourism, transport and communication. We completed 6 lessons. Now let us start our lesson number 7, human settlement. The name of our lesson number 7 is human settlements. In this lesson, students, here now let us start our lesson number 7, human settlement. Here figure 7.1a and 7.1b. Example of settlement patterns in India. How the patterns of settlement in India? Here 7.1a and 7.1b. 7.1 is a nucleated settlement and 7.1b is a linear and dispersed settlement. Study the two types of settlement patterns. Here students, study two types of settlement patterns in India given in figure 7.1a and 7.2b. Answer the following question. In this figure, students, you see the two figure 7.1a and 7.1b. This is the nucleated settlement and linear and dispersed settlement. Here some question. Identify the types of settlement. In this here student, two types of settlement. We see 7.1 nucleated settlement and 7.1b linear and dispersed settlement. Second question is which one is the nucleated settlement? Which one is nucleated settlement? 7.1a or 7.1b? So 7.1a is a nucleated settlement. Why? Because here it is a cultivated land and has a centrally located water body. Why it is nucleated settlement? 7.1a because it is cultivated land and has a centrally located water body. Then our third question is which one is dispersed settlement? What could be the reason behind it? From these two figures, which one is dispersed settlement? 7.1b is a dispersed settlement. What could be the reason behind it? 7.1b dispersed settlement is observed due to unsuitable topography. Here unsuitable topography in 7.1b means rivers, seas, valleys are different. Unsuitable topography. Then next question is, can you guess in which region are these settlements located in India? Can you guess, student? Can you guess in which regions are these settlements located in India? Settlement in figure 7.1a. See here 7.1a is located in the North Indian plain. 7.1 is located in the North Indian plain. It might be river Ganga basin and settlement in the figure 7.1b. 7.1b is located in hilly terrain covered with forest and also road passing through leads to dispersed settlement. Here students, 7.1b is located in hilly terrain covered with forest and also road passing through leads to a dispersed settlement. Here some question answer completed with the help of 7.1a nucleated settlement and 7.1b linear and dispersed settlement. Next point is geographical explanation. In India, we can see a variety of settlement pattern given the variety of climatic factors, availability of water, slope of land and level of development. You see student, in our around surrounding area, we can see a variety of settlement patterns. We can see a variety of settlement patterns given the variety of climatic factors. Given the variety of climatic factors, atmosphere is different, availability of water. In some areas, water availability is more, some area is less water availability. Slope of land and the level of development. Nucleated settlements are found throughout the plateau region. Which are nucleated settlements? 7.1a is nucleated settlement. Are found throughout the plateau region of Narmada Valley, paddy lands in Bihar, UP, Vindhyan Plateau and the several other cultivated parts of India. On the other hand, dispersed settlement. Which is a dispersed settlement? 7.1b is a dispersed settlement. Are found in tribal parts of covering central part of India, eastern and southern Rajasthan, Himalaya slopes and land with Dissected and uneven topography. Topography means uneven means not same, uneven. Odd. Topography means river, valley, seas, etc. Think about it. This point is reduced in our syllabus. Then our next point also reduced in our syllabus. Let's recall. This points also reduced in our syllabus for this year. Then page number 47. Here also try this in figure 7.2a and b. This point also reduced in our syllabus. Then our next point is geographical explanation. The earlier settlements in Brazil were formed by settlers from Europe, mainly in the coastal areas. Now the settlements have developed and are densely populated. The major reason of development are as follows. Although the coastal climate is hot and humid, and flat land is limited due to rugged topography. Rugged means rough, tough. Topography means river, valley, seas, etc. The region has a good water supply and large range of natural resources. Example of Sao Paulo. Sao Paulo has extensive area under rich soil which makes it ideal for growing coffee. Here figure 7.3. City of Sao Paulo has extensive means large area under rich soil which makes ideal for growing coffee. In this area the growing coffee. It also has a large supply of natural minerals close by such as iron ore, and it also has a steady energy supply. Steady means constant energy supply. The southeastern area has a good transfer system too. This makes the Sao Paulo area nucleated settlement. See figure 7.3. City of the Sao Paulo. Rural areas such as Northeast Highlands suffer from extreme droughts which makes it difficult for practicing agriculture, and hence settlements are sparse here. Settlements become sparse. Sparse means limited as we move in towards the central part of Brazil. Given are the major region. Which are the region? Following regions are major region. Area is covered by thick dense equatorial rainforest. See figure 7.4. In this figure 7.4, rainforest in Amazon River Basin. Area is covered by thick dense equatorial rainforest. See figure 7.4. The climate here is unhealthy and unfit for settlement. Climate is unhealthy means not healthy and unfit for settlement. This climate is not suitable for settlement means unhealthy and unfit. Limitations on use the exploitation of natural resources. Poor transport links in the region. Here complete our some points.